Hello everyone, as you may or may not know, the 13-star Cres weapon series is out. Now, obviously I am a week or two late to the party, but I've been substantially busy with my laptop charger catching on fire and some IRL stuff, so naturally I haven't had the time to sit down and make a video about Cres. Anyways, with that being said, I'm just going to start off and talk about if it is worth upgrading to the Cres weapon series. Now, at the time I am making this video, it is the 1st of July, which means we are 1 day away from getting the Juggalo weapon series. Now, many of you, assuming you are not on the Cres weapon series, are either using the Legendios or Acrocelio weapon series. These are strong weapons in their own right, however, you may want to consider upgrading to the Juggalo weapon series. The main reasoning for this is because augment transfer is free on the Juggalo weapon series. This means that when you are getting rid of your Juggalo weapon later down the line, you can transfer all your augments and for free. It's a pretty good deal, honestly. Now, another thing about the Juggalo weapon series and why you'll want to upgrade to it over the Acrocelio and Legendios is because it is upgradable later down the line. Now, this is something that is important even if you are using a Cres weapon series, because if Juggalo is upgradable, which it is, there's a very good chance that later down the line the Juggalo weapon series will overtake the Cres weapon series with its future upgrade. Now, obviously, this is provided that it gets more than one upgrade and the upgrades are substantial. So, with that being said, you should upgrade to a Juggalo weapon series. However, if you want more power immediately without waiting for Juggalo to gain a future upgrade, you will want to go with the Cres weapon series. Now, obviously Cres is pretty expensive, so only get one if you can afford one and plan on actually making use of it. Obviously if you're just gonna spend time in deck space, you probably don't want to upgrade to a Cres weapon series. But if you are seeking power, you will definitely want to use the Cres weapon series over the current 12-star weapons and the 13-star series Juggalo. So with that out of the way, whether or not you should upgrade to the Cres weapon series or the Juggalo weapon series, let's talk about Cres's weapon potential Shining Unit. Now, Shining Unit gives Cres a 52% potency boost. This is obviously substantial over the 12-star weapons, Acrocelio and Legendios. Now, we obviously don't know if Juggalo will have anything close to 52% potency, but I'm assuming, considering it is meant to be upgraded and augment transfer is free, there's a very good chance that it probably won't be that much stronger than the Acrocelio and Legendios weapon series, but have a pretty substantial gap between the Cres weapon series. So, with that being said, there is more to the Cres's weapon potential. For example, when you can avoid... Now, as far as Cres's weapon potential goes, or rather the rest of it, if you do not take 20% or more damage, you will gain a 3% additional potency boost. This puts Cres's weapon potential at 55% potency, and you also get a minus 15% PP consumption to boot. Now, if you do lose the potential boost, which means taking more than 20% damage in a single hit, this means that, stuff like burn combo or risky stance or maintain balance will not cause you to lose the bonus damage and PP consumption from Cres. But let's say you get slapped by Malignant Darkfall's Vial, you will very likely lose the potency boost and PP consumption. Now, you just need to do 500k damage in order to get the bonus back. Now, this is actually not a lot if you consider how much our damage numbers were boosted with the current potency upgrades that we have, because right now majority of players should have like 400 or more potency. So it's relatively easy to get the potential back. It's a lot better than previous weapons of a similar kind, like the Gunblaze weapon series, where if you got hit, you lost the potential, period, and you had to wait a long time to get it back. I mean, Gunblaze was a very terrible weapon series if you ask me, but that's for another time, I guess, huh? So, with that being said, that is essentially all you need to know about the Cres weapon series. It is a stronger weapon series than all current options and will very likely remain so for the next few months. However, if you are trying to save on Meseta and you don't want to spend several million Meseta on a weapon, your best bet is to use a Juggalo weapon series, which releases tomorrow. So yeah, with that being said, I hope this helps you decide whether or not you want to upgrade to a Cres weapon series or a Juggalo weapon series So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Man, you know, I say this like every time, but my scriptless videos are just, they're terrible. I really can't get my thoughts in order whenever I make videos like this. But you know what, maybe that makes it more entertaining. I look like a fool when I record videos now instead of looking all nice and organized.